Welcome to the Lion Legal channel. So we're talking about the Nahel Merzouk shooting by police in France. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So the full story of the shooting is that there was a 17-year-old boy, and in France, apparently, as reported by the Daily Mail, he would not be able to get his license at that age. So obviously there are connotations there with possible joy riding, meaning that he was not allowed to drive the car in the first place. But that aside, he was pulled over by police, and when he was pulled over, unfortunately, he was shot by one of the police officers. There was another person inside the car. There was a passenger who stated that the first officer to pull Nahel over told him, "Do not move or he'll be shot in the head." And then the passenger stated that the second officer actually said, "Shoot him," before he was struck with the gun, which forced Nahel to release the brake, and the car surged forward. And the passenger said at that point, Nahel put his foot on the accelerator, and it appears that he was ultimately shot. So the question is, what charges could take place? Now, the Daily Mail article gives some insight into this, although I don't particularly trust mainstream media, but certainly it provides further light as to what may have occurred. It stated that the passenger released footage on social media and also commented on it, indicating that reports that are out in the media currently may not be the accurate report of what actually took place. Now, he said that he and Nahel were in a bus lane when they noticed police on motorbikes following behind them and eventually coming to a stop. He said one officer came to the window and told Nahel, "Cut the engine or he'll be shot." He claimed the officer struck Nahel with the butt of the gun before a second arrived and did the same. And the passenger said, quote, "I saw him in pain. He trembled. We hit a barrier. I was afraid. I got out of the vehicle and I ran away. I thought they might shoot me, so I ran. I'm shocked at what happened in front of me to my friend." End of quote. Now, the article goes on to say Nahel's death caught on video has reignited long-standing complaints by poor and racially mixed communities of police and violence and racism. Macron had denied there is systemic racism inside French law enforcement agencies. What charges can the police can be brought against the police? From reports that I have seen, because I can't comment in the professional sense as I could on other cases in different jurisdictions, but in France I can't really comment from the professional sense about the legal implications because I don't practice as a French lawyer. But reports that I've seen have stated that not only has one police officer been charged, but there are a number of offenses that he could have been charged with. Number of offenses. Number one would be murder, intentionally causing a death, intentionally causing the death of another person without justification, with no self-defense claim. If you look at the video, when the car surged forward, it did not look like there was anybody in front of the car that may have been harmed. So how can there be sufficient justification? Another thing is that I've heard again is extreme use of force by a public authority, basically a police officer, which would be probably a lesser charge, but a charge that is possible to bring nonetheless. Either way, it's a terrible situation, and it has caused upheaval in France. There are riots taking place right now, but this is the reported story, and certainly it's good to look at legal cases from different jurisdictions and to see how one mirrors the other. For example, the US has had a lot of instances whereby there's police brutality alleged in numerous incidences. In France, to have a case that is well known on worldwide, where people are experiencing the same thing, brings to mind how the world is incredibly different, but may be somewhat the same in some respects. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.